We are the beginning for these children. I know there is a lot of focus on high school and graduation, but we can't get them there if we don't have that strong foundation, and this is where it's made. And it's not just about academics at this age. There's a lot of social emotional growth, pre-K all the way through 6th grade. I work very hard to make sure that I create well-rounded children in my classroom. I want my children to be able to get along with others. I want my children to do the right thing when no one's looking. I want my children to be thinkers, and be able to challenge themselves.
The Masters of Elementary Education is a 30-hour program where students begin to understand why we do some of the things that we do as educators. They become teacher practitioners and researchers in their classrooms.
Here I was 17 years into the classroom and had not gotten my master's. So diving right into the online program, I was at first a little nervous. I was like, oh, I have an assignment and I don't know this professor. But I didn't feel that way after we dove right in.
When God opened a door for me to go back to school, it really was through Dr. Blue A. She came to our school, and the fact that she came out to the school and sat down and talked with me and answered the thousands of questions I had, no other master's program had done that. I've gotten letters and emails, but not a one-on-one personal connection.
It is a lot about thinking about every move that you make in the classroom, remembering that every child has their own needs and that it's our job to meet that child where they are and meet their needs. We ask our students to come in and push themselves every day. I think that should go for us as well. I don't want to quit learning now. I want to keep learning new things and finding ways to reach children that I hadn't thought about before.
I have not only reignited my passion for teaching, but everything that I've been assigned, I can use directly in my classroom with my students.
It made me begin to think about when I see problems in the classroom that there's probably research that can help me solve this problem.
One of my favorite aspects of the program is the flexibility it allows me to have with my family. It allows life to just keep going on like normal. So we went to Mount Rushmore this summer, and I could have been excused from the class that week, but we had access to internet and I had all my notes, so I got to do my class from Mount Rushmore. And the fact that my professors asked me, how's your family? How's the vacation? How was the drive? That means a lot to me. So that personal connection was huge. I've had the opportunity to have several of my professors come into the classroom, and it's a neat experience because they get to see what they're teaching in our classes applied to real-life children.
To see what we read about be lifted from the pages of the text. That's why I like to observe the teachers, because now we see how the students respond, and then the impact on student learning is real.
I'm so grateful that I took the step forward that idea, because I know that my children in my classroom have benefited from it, and that the next year's children and the next year's children are going to benefit from my desire to grow and to push myself.